Hi, hello. Today, I want to build a swing copter challenge. But you've already done this, I hear you say. Yeah, a little while ago, I actually did make a swing copter challenge right down here. Or swing challenge. Oh, I also did do a swing copter challenge. Oh. Yeah, I did one with the dual balls back in 2.1. And then I also made this one a little while ago when I unlocked the swing copter I still use to this day. And this challenge is good. I'm actually quite proud of how this plays. I've played it like a few times since I made it. And it's actually fun. I enjoy this. There's not enough gameplay being made with the swing copter nowadays, but I want to change that. I want to make a swing challenge. I want to make one that's a little bit longer, a little bit better than that one. And yeah, I don't know. I just want to give it another go. Just see how we go, you know? So first we need to pick a song, of course. I don't know what song I'm gonna pick, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of tempted to just use blast processing, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Want to start you off in the swing copter game mode, of course, and just chuck a pad here. I'm also gonna put a swing copter portal below the level and then just check the preview checkbox right there so we can like see the line up here. So I think the first click we can just do in sync with the music. And ooh, is this like too tight if we do that? Dude, I don't want this to be too hard, but that's starting off pretty strong, man. Maybe I can do something where it's like, kind of you go straight a little bit. I don't want it to be too hard, so maybe I can use some of these. Ooh. Oh, that's not that bad somehow. I feel like that should be really hard, but it's kind of not. I don't want it to be fully click sync though. I want you to have to like control a little bit. So maybe I can do that. Because that's something I kind of did with my last challenge is I did very like click sync based, right? I kind of want to do a little bit more just like control. So what if I try and do something like that? So I kind of treat it a bit more as like a ship where you know how in ship you don't really have a click pattern per se. Well, unless it's like an extreme, I guess. But like it's just like tight control stuff. I kind of want to try and do that with the swing copter a little bit. Yeah, there we go. See, like that? That's some nice, like, control through there. I think that's cool. Okay, so it took me a little bit of time to get my footing here. I kind of tried to build this weird, like, ball click type thing, but that felt awful. Then tried this other thing with a straight fly, but decided in the end that I did actually want to sync with one specific beat of the song. But before I do that, I came to a bit of a realization. This is too hard. This is way too hard. This is just like unreasonable, I think. I think a better shout for this part is probably to do something like this, right? It's like the cataclysm type structure. Half space that and kind of chuck that where this is. It looks similar for the entrance, but it's actually a little bit less tight. You can see like these are the half spikes. These are the regular spikes. So that's actually just a little bit of a nerf. Not too much. You can see it's like still kind of hard, but it's not nearly as hard, right? And I kind of, ooh, I'm tempted to put like black orbs, but scaled down in between where you're not meant to click. No, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm just going to keep it like this. I think that's fine. Maybe I could do like a really tiny saw blade that's kind of sticking up there a little bit. Looking back at this in hindsight, I have a real problem of making things too hard. Don't worry, I eventually removed these, but like, seriously, dude, you just nerfed it. Why are you making it harder again? Am I about to change the gameplay a little bit? Sure, but I really want to make it so it's like, blah. So maybe you hit your head on a block here when you hit that orb. Could be interesting. Ooh, that's kind of an interesting click pattern. Not trying to do click pattern, but like, ooh, and then maybe, oh, okay. I've got an idea. What if you have to hit that orb, right? Nah, that's too evil. I'll half space a half spike. Half space a half spike. Oh yeah. But you kind of hit this and then you need to control your way through there and then into the straight fly. How hard is that, I wonder? Not too bad, honestly. I feel like, oh, scary, but I feel like I could get away with that maybe? That's really awkward, but I think it could work. I think it could be neat. Do something like that, so it's kind of like you can't just go straight through. You do have to do those 2 clicks, but it's like a bit of added control in there, you know? I'm getting rid of these mini saw blades. They're weird. This challenge feels like it's already getting really hard, but it's fine. It's fine. Probably get away with doing something like that to kind of guide the player a bit more. Yeah, okay. So once you get in here, and then didn't I do that in my original swing copter challenge? I don't know if I dig that a huge amount. I do really want to do like control though. Control is what I'm all about, dude. Something like that, and then make it so you have to go kind of up back through here. So you have to whoa, maybe? I need to put a start pause in here, I think. Otherwise, I'm just gonna like be forever trying that. And I can do a start pause now, dude, because bloody 2.2 is not a duel in order to achieve the swing copter. It's great. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Make it so you do that, and then those as well. And then make you mini, because I want to do a mini part. I was thinking like, oh, you could do like upside down maybe. No, upside down swing copter. You're like upside down swing copter 50% of the time. Like, ready? I'm normal swing copter. I'm upside down. Wow, crazy. Maybe I'll do it here because it kind of syncs more with the music for the bum bum bum, and then maybe that's the end of the challenge. It's not very long. Something like that. Is that even like, is that possible? Oh, that's very possible. I kind of dig that actually. That's cool. Now, although I have managed to do a bit of the control aspect that I've been talking about a lot, going to the next part, I really wanted to try and focus on that. Now, I'd like to do something like this as well, maybe? Ooh, is that too hard to do, like, have his spikes there? Ooh, that feels like it might be too hard, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if that's too hard or not, man. I don't know if that's, like, impossible top 1 gameplay, or that's, like, not that hard. Ooh, I'm keeping it. I'm gonna keep it. And I want to do a dash orb here that like you have to time. So I'll do like a few spikes along like that. That shouldn't be too tight of a dash orb timing. This is probably like, I'm just thinking, this doesn't look that hard, but it feels really hard. But I think that's just because I suck at swing copter. In like 5 years, everyone's gonna be like, this challenge is so free, dude. This is the easiest challenge of all time. Also, why am I reverse gravity? When you click a dash orb, I guess it flips your gravity. Oh, that's really... I don't know about that one, man. That should act as a normal dash orb, but it's acting... No, opposite. It should act as like a reverse dash orb, but it's acting as a normal one. That's weird. I don't like that. I could do something like that, where you have to like really follow the movement of it. Yeah, that kind of works. Dude, this is like actually turning out really well. What if I do something... Okay, maybe this is where it doesn't turn out well if I do stuff like this. Okay, I'm skeptical, but let's see how it plays. I'm pretty sure I did a click like that in my swing copter challenge all the way back in like 2022. That's free. That's literally free. That's fine. That's fine. Skeptical? I shouldn't be skeptical. I should be trusting in the process of making levels. I like that blue orb timing. That's kind of sick. That's kind of awesome. I gotta like mix in a few more orbs with this. I don't know. It's really... I don't know how to make good swing copter gameplay. I'm kind of struggling with this a little bit, to be honest. Like, I want it to be fun, but I want it to be hard, but I want it to be good, but I want it to be hard. And I want it to be varied and interesting, but not like gimmicky, you know? So it's kind of... I don't know, it's weird. Okay, maybe when I get here, I want to speed it up a little bit, just to make it a bit more interesting. Boom, bam, bam. And then maybe get faster. And then that'll be the end of the challenge. Okay, I think that's probably a good structure for the rest of the gameplay here. This is really boring, so I'm going to chuck a pink pad in there, just to make it a bit more interesting. So off the pink pad, you have to like go through there. Ooh, yeah, okay. Have a little bit of a straight fly in here, because you're still mini at this point, remember? Maybe I'll make you big as you go into there, so I'll widen that up a little bit earlier. Widen it up. Widen it up. Maybe chuck a little mini saw blade in there. And by mini, I mean like slightly below average. It's pretty normal size, actually. That's, not what I had in mind. Maybe instead of that, I can have like a bit of control. You have to control your control through the control zone. This is so bloody hard. Every time I make a challenge, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make it too hard. I'm not gonna make it too bad. This is really hard, bro. Okay, not that, first of all. I want to get rid of that and do something else for that. Maybe you do a weird thing with like two saw blades that are in line. You gotta go like below one and above the other. Maybe not quite in line. Maybe not. Okay, towards the end of the challenge, I want it to end with a straight fly. Well, straight swing, I guess. Well, you're still flying as a swing copter, right? Is that... Yeah, it's flying. It's the same concept as a ship, right? Anyway, I want to end off with a big straight fly because I feel like that'd be quite good, quite neat. I need to like lead the player in there. So let me just do this for now because I literally like, it comes up too quick. I can't react fast enough, dude. And then here for the ending, I'll just make you go into cube and then make you go really high because that's just like the classic, right? Wait, okay, that's a problem. Now I've got to actually like build the rest of the challenge here. Okay, I think a specific click pattern for this would probably be decent. What if I do like orb. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I like that. Now I just need to build some spikes around it, I suppose. And then here I don't want to just do like spike fall type thing. It's hard to do fast gameplay because you can't like just make it go up and down nearly as much because like that was one or I guess 2 clicks just to get into the straight fly. Like you can't really do much more than that, right? If I put a black orb, will that still switch gravity? Like how does a black orb work? No, okay, I see. Could do a black orb going into like a pink pad maybe? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to do something a bit more unique. So maybe have you like switch gravity so you're like going over like this, and then you and then that kind of shoots you into a straight fly. I'll up that by a few small steps. So instead of being here, you're like more in the middle. What about a green orb? Will that catapult you a bit further? Yeah, there we go. That's more my pace that I want. Okay, so I just made these last few clicks sync here, so you can kind of hear bum, 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 bum. This last part doesn't sync, but it's fine. Okay, well, I was about to say, let's give this a look in normal mode. I guess that would be kind of verifying the level, so I guess I'll just do it in no clip, because that'll be a lot quicker and easier. But yeah, let's give this a look in normal mode so far, and then we can start, like, actually decorating this challenge. Dude, that's hard. That's so hard. It's gonna be a quite difficult process to verify, I think. But oh well, it's fine, it's fine. Let's delete all the start pauses here, and let's go here and just start decorating, I guess. So I'm gonna go with a similar style to what I normally do for my challenges, kind of like 1.0 enhanced. 1.0 meaning like not 1.0 in the slightest, more like 1.5, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's change the background. Tempted to do this kind of a color. Very Rob Top feeling, that color. Yeah, screw it. Why not? I'll make it a little bit darker. That's not dark at all. For this first structure here, maybe what I can do is like some bricks kind of going it down like so, or even not even bricks, but like these kind of objects here, and then use some of the half slabs. I could even use the metallic slabs. No, I don't want to use those. Don't want to go too deep into it. I'll use these and just make I'll just make color 1 black. Why not? And then for the rest of the inside of this, I kind of want to use some of these objects, I think, and then kind of half space them up. And yeah, that's a good little first structure. I like that. I dig that. What I could probably also even do is chuck like a chain in. I want to put that on light background. Yeah, maybe one of these ones, maybe one of these little guys, you know? And then what if for these guys, I kind of invert it? Ooh, I kind of want to try that. So if I take these, grab the little slopes and chuck them on the outside instead of the inside, but then still chuck these guys underneath, I feel like that could be kind of interesting, right? Oh, it looks a little bit funky, but I dig it. I kind of like it. And then I can still like chuck these kind of guys underneath like so. I feel like that'd look better if it was more uniform, so it's on every single one. Yeah, that's nice. That's neat, actually. I like that. With a couple decent designs under my belt, I started to apply that to the rest of the structures. I did, however, have a fair few one-wide structures, which I wanted to do a bit of a different design for. I started by using these Portal 1 looking blocks with some bricks underneath, but I still thought it looked a little bit basic. Looking through my options of the basic decoration that I wanted to use for this level, however, I realized that I kind of already used it all for variation in the bigger block designs. So instead of having a bunch of random decorations underneath there, I decided to only use these little things and make it a little bit more uniform. And honestly, I think that looks a lot better. But also, it means that I haven't used chains or these little spiky things yet, so I can use those in other parts of the part without it looking repetitive. This simplistic style, I don't want to go too crazy with like some of the newer like 2.1 type objects. Like I don't want to be chucking like these guys in here, you know? As nice as that does look. Oh no. Oh, you've really done it now, bro. You've really done it now. I didn't want that to look good. I didn't want to use those. I didn't want to do it. I can't help myself, man. I can't help myself. Look how nice those look. Would it look goofy if I continued that for the 2 wide structures? Because I kind of would like to. A little bit, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I still like it. I don't want these to be too disjointed. Like I don't want to have just like that type of thing. I don't want that to be there. I want them to all flow into each other. And some of them do have little tiny gaps like right there, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. If you get too caught up on details like that, it's just impossible to build anything. But yeah, I think this design's pretty good. I'm going to apply that to the rest of this part as well. All right, nice. Well, that's all the block design done for this first part. Now, I guess just some orb deco? Well, that was easy. Okay, I don't necessarily want to leave it at that. Maybe I can chuck this guy there and make that, well, I guess color 1's black, isn't it? Yeah, do that kind of thing. That's kind of neat. That works, yeah. I'm tempted to use these objects as well. I really, really like these little clock ticking objects. I think they're sick. I feel like I need something else in the middle, though. That's way too detailed. That's way, way, way too over detailed. I don't like that at all. I'm just going to leave it at that, I think. I can always do the clock ticking things on the saw blade. Oh, yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, I'm tempted to use these saw blades here. I feel like I never use these. I feel like these are like kind of sick. In the editor, they look a bit goofy, but if you actually go in game with glow on, they actually look really nice with glow on. See that? That's sick. I do like that. Maybe just as kind of a baseline, I can chuck one of these guys behind it, make that light background as well. Maybe instead of light background, which I've just been using the built-in light background thing, what I might do is just make a copy color of the background blending. So that's a little bit darker. And I can even accentuate that by just lowering the brightness a little bit, just so it's like a little bit more in the background, right? As one last little thing, what I might do is I might make these saw blades rotate a little bit slower. They're rotating really fast and it looks kind of goofy. I feel like just rotating them slower while keeping everything else kind of random. I think that works. Yeah, they're a little bit more like static. I think that's cool. I don't think they have nearly as much black in them as the rest of the block design does, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I feel like adding anything else to this would be a little bit too much, so I might just leave that. Yeah. Cool. Well, now I want to go ahead and do a little bit of ground spikeage. I immediately am thinking these guys. These are kind of some nice ground spikes, some nice go-tos, you know? And considering this game mode always has a roof, I can like always make top spikes as well. Man, it's crazy how just adding a few ground spikes makes the whole level feel so much more complete. Like, there's nothing even in these ground spikes yet. They need more deco, but like they look cool. They look good, man. I think these guys will be cool. I'm gonna do the background blending color so they're not too in your face, but I do want to chuck them around the place a little bit. And then as a final little thing, I could do like these, space them down a little bit, and they'll be light background by a lot, so they'll be a lot brighter. I think that's neat. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why not? Okay, I think that's probably pretty good for this first part. I should do some pulses, shouldn't I? Honestly, they look fine. I think it's chill. And so with that is the first part complete, I guess. Yeah, cool. Look, one more detail I want to add. Okay, now it's complete. Now we need to move on to this section here, which is like, I think everything up until the fast section, this is all going to be similar decoration, kind of like how this is all the same as well, right? And I'd like to take aspects from here. Maybe I'll like use the same base ground spike design and stuff, but I don't know. I would like to do something different for here, and what I want to do specifically, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Maybe I could do like this type of thing, and then maybe this. Okay, here's my idea. Just build these structures up like so, and then what I can do is I can use some slopes, maybe these ones, and then have them kind of go down like so. So they kind of connect them into each other, but are also kind of just background pieces-ish. I think that kind of works. Yeah, I think that's neat, connecting those structures together, because I want to connect them together, but not like connected, you know? Yeah, that works. Okay, that's cool. There's not much color in there, which is not ideal. I don't love that, but I'm not really sure how we can get any color in there, to be honest, so I might just leave that. I do want to do a bit of a different design for some of these structures. Maybe I'll continue it for the one wides, just for the one wide ones, the one wide. But for like a longer structure like this, I feel like we can do something a little bit different, a little bit more interesting, if you will. Maybe, ooh, what I could do, right? I'm just thinking like this object here. This is light background by default. I could combine those to do something like this and have that as like the centerpiece of one of the structures. So whether I want to just do like black blocks going around that, I'm not too sure. How does that look? Yeah, that's cool. That's neat. Maybe what I can also do, kind of sticking off the sides of these structures, I could do something like this and then have some of the pulsing stick things on top. Yeah, I want to use these pulsing stick things because they're awesome. But I think that could be quite neat if I just copy paste that structure to the top of the level as well. Oh, it's symmetrical. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that wonder of the world, dude. I'm also going to put the corners in here because, of course, you can't miss the corners. You can't miss the bloody corners. All right, let's see how that looks in normal mode. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. This first structure, like I said, it's a bit colorless. It's a bit simple. I don't know how I feel about it particularly. Okay, so in order to fix this, I tried adding some pulsing objects behind these 1.0 default blocks here. And it looked okay, but it was very messy compared to the rest of the level, and I wasn't super happy with it. So in an attempt to fix it, I tried using some different objects and eventually settled on bricks. Sure, it doesn't look very clean, but it's better than this. It's better than using these ones. I'm going to get rid of those ones. The only problem is, being better than what it was before is really not a very high bar, and compared to the first part, I really didn't think that this fit. So after expanding the bricks and the background slopes to some of the other one-wide structures, I ended up just getting rid of the pulsing objects. I didn't like how they looked. Okay, so now we're back to square one. It still looks a bit colorless. I did, however, have another idea up my sleeve. What if I do something like this, where I kind of chuck these objects like that, set them to light background, and then kind of chuck a couple more on the edges here. Does that look interesting at least? Yeah, it's kind of neat. And then I can chuck a couple on the top here as well. Sure, it's a bit funky, but I think it works. There's a lot of empty space down here. I could add some more like bigger saw blades to kind of fill that in, but is that lame? Yeah, it's kind of lame. Maybe what I could do is I could chuck a slope in there and then just chuck some blocks down like so. Chuck a fuzzy edge on that slope and then just kind of use that as like a decoration thing. But I want to do this because it kind of follows the contour of the saw blade a little bit nicely. It kind of like slots in, feels like the saw blade slots in a bit, which I like. I think that's neat. So I can chuck a couple of them around just to kind of fill in a bit of that space that's like in between some of the objects. Oh, I forgot about these little guys. Got to chuck these around the place a little bit. Now I just want to do some ground spikes, which I might honestly just do the same design we had here. It's simple, but it works. I'm putting these over these like background slope things here, but not over these because I don't know. I don't really want to have this little guy like over the top of that. I want these to kind of stand out a little bit more. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think I will change the saw blade design up here actually. Just nothing too crazy. Does this go around the center? Kind of. If I make that light background. These saw blades are kind of hard to work with, man. I won't lie. Just the gray bit in the middle always looks so funky to me. I never liked that gray. I'm gonna change them. Maybe I'll do these ones. Rotate them at 50 degrees. I'll chuck one of these. Or maybe even hexagon behind. Make that light background as well. I do like that, but you can't really see the hexagon itself. So maybe scale it up slightly. No, maybe take this and scale it down. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, and then I think that's literally it. I think that'll probably be fine. I really like how that's kind of, whoa, it feels like it's warping in and out a little bit. So I might try and keep that effect by setting the degree rotation to be 90. So it's like, woof, woof, you know? And then that's the saw blade. Nice two object saw blade. That's good. All right, cool. And now I just need to do pulses. Of course I forgot pulses. Oh, wait, I also forgot these structures here. I might do those the same as these, but I might keep the spike on top. So it like has a bit more hazard to it because I feel like I was kept trying to land on the bottom here, even though you're not meant to. So I might keep it like that. Yeah, I think that works. And there we go, that is the pulses done. All right, let's give that part a look in normal mode. Nice, yeah. I decided to go with a bit more of a blue color scheme just because it looked really nice with these inner bits here. They look almost like a, what's the word? Can't put my finger on it. Water, perhaps? What these objects are meant to be, right? They're meant to be water. All right, cool. With that, I think that's just one main part that I want to do. And I think, yeah, all of this is going to have like the same decoration. It's not really much left. Guys, I finished my exams. That's probably a bit of a weird thing to hear 2/3 of the way into a video, but I recorded the first 2/3 of this video 5 days ago as of recording this. And yeah, in that time, my exams finished and also GD updated, which is kind of crazy. Okay, anyway. Yeah, now it's time to finish the rest of this off, and I think I'm going to do a bit of a speed round. Block design. Other block design. Altered block design? Yeah, I realized this is only 2 blocks high and it looked really stupid having the old one. So, yeah, I changed it. Big block design. Actually, I want to do a cloth set monster here. Hang on. Yeah. I feel like I've used this ground spike design through the whole challenge, so I can't give it up now, right? So, ground spikes with a fun cameo from these guys. Saw blades, orb deco, and pulses. Oh yeah, I made it fade to red, and then when you go through the ending, it's like all rainbow. Ready? Wow, wow, wow. And then as one final thing, I want to do a little GG here, which I won't lie, I kind of want to do with pulsing objects. There's this old strat where you can do this type of thing. Put 2 exclamation marks inside of each other and it looks like a line. So I want to use these to kind of create a GG. GG. And I want them to start off being invisible. Wow, I have not used a single group. Start them off being invisible in true me fashion with group 1, but then I want them to appear as you go through here. So I'll make group 1 appear across like 0.1. Like that type of thing. Boof. Yeah, that's cool. That's like very old school, but I like it. I think that's cool. And with that, that is pretty much the entire challenge done, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna have some people telling me to turn glow off. I don't want to do that simply because these saw blades look so much better with glow on. And honestly, I think the whole challenge, like, it doesn't look bad with glow on in general. I kind of like it. 17%. Yeah, so it's actually time to like verify this, which I'm really afraid for, I won't lie. Yeah, this level's bloody hard, dude. I said it many times, I didn't want this to be hard, but it's just classic me fashion. It always ends up being hard. Always, bro. But I guess we should just hop in, save and play. Let's just start playing from zero and see if we can do it. Actually, instead of just going straight from zero, I might hop into practice mode here real quick to see if I can, like, practice some parts later in the level. Nice. Okay, got that run. Got the run. I don't know why those exclamation marks aren't pulsing. I think they should be, but oh well. That was, what, 35 to 100, I think? Yeah. Alright, time to go from zero. Let's see how we go. This first part's probably gonna get nerfed. No, 30, yeah, that part's really weird. You have to be so specifically lined up. That's something I'm finding really interesting about the swing copter, is you have to be lined up in such a more specific way than you think. Like, with the ship, you can kind of, like, line yourself up in any kind of way you want, but with the swing copter, that really doesn't work. Like, you really have to line yourself up in a very specific way. Like, it's very easy to be too low or too high to go into a transition, so it's just like... Oh man, makes some things a lot harder than they seem, you know? Which is why I think this first part's like so much harder than it feels like it should be. Either that or I suck at swing copter. That's probably, yeah, I probably just suck at the swing. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. 1% progresses, but as soon as I get to the mini, I should be good to like get decent chunks of progress. Exhibit A.
Partner program and already made 3,500 in his first month. That's like more than I'll ever make working at the Tesco cashier. The problem with his
Bro, what? Nice, dude. Yes. Oh, that was really fun, actually. Is that tooting my own horn? Kind of. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. I'm proud of that challenge. And you know what? It didn't actually take me too long. So how about that? I was about to call it swing challenge, but I just realized, I think, yeah, my other one's called swing challenge. Swing challenge 2, baby. Oh, yeah. Get better at swing with this challenge. Top players hate this one simple trick. 9 out of 10 swings recommend. Yeah, I wanted to add that little bit on the end. Alright, let's go ahead and upload this. And share level. Boom. There it is. There is the ID right down there if you want to give it a go for yourself. See if you can beat it. And, yeah, with that, I think that is going to be the end of the video. I mean, there's nothing left to do. I built the challenge, I beat the challenge, and then I uploaded the challenge. That's what you came here for, right? But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I'm off uni now. Finished my last exam, so more videos for a while. Hell yeah, keen for that. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. And of course, thank you to the members. Sorry, I almost forgot, including Imfdu, Random Visitor, and Contron. And Zookswa. What? Damn, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks everyone. I'll see you later.